Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about 6-3, which is solving multi-step inequalities. So to know how to do this, you're going to need to know how to do the previous stuff that we've done. So that'd be 6-1 and 6-2. So if you haven't watched those videos yet, go back and give them a watch just so you can kind of refresh how to do these, because we're going to be working backwards and you need to know how to do what we did those days to be able to do this. So what we're going to be doing is solving multi-step. So we first have to get rid of all of our addition and subtraction. That's the first thing we got to get rid of. So if we have any plus somethings or minus somethings, that's what we got to move first. Okay? And then we get rid of all of our multiplication or division. So that's going to be the second thing. So if we have anything times a letter or a letter divided by something, we'll get rid of that second. Okay, first thing we're focusing on is the pluses or the minuses that come in the equation. So to do number one, what you need to do is first off, we got to get rid of all of our subtraction and addition, meaning we have a plus 32, so I got to get rid of that. And I got a minus 32 from both sides. And then I have 9 over 5c is greater than negative 63. Now, to get rid of this, we now have all of our subtraction and addition done. So now we can get rid of our multiplication division. We talked about in the last video, how do you get rid of a fraction? You multiply by the reciprocal, 5 over 9. So I'm going to take that times 5 over 9 on both sides. And we're left with c on this side is greater than, and we're going to take negative 63 times 5. And then we're going to take 1 times 9. So 63 times 5 is going to give us negative 315. And then we're going to take 9 times 1, which gives us 9. And then we can simplify that down, and it gives us c is greater than 35. Okay, and that's what we're working with today. So if we go look at the next few, the first thing, like I said, is you got to get rid of all your subtraction and addition. So we have a plus something, so we got a minus 19 to both sides. So now we have a negative 7b is less than negative 35. Okay, now we have multiplying here. So you get rid of multiplying by dividing. So we're going to divide by negative 7. Now, since we divided by a negative on both sides, we have to flip our sign. So b is now greater than. Then you take negative 35 divided by negative 7, and you get 5. Okay, same thing on the next one. Okay, so you have 3x minus 6 is less than or equal to 39. The first thing I got to get rid of is all my subtraction and addition. So I'm going to add 6 to both sides. So now I have 3x is less than or equal to 45. Now I'm going to get rid of all my multiplication, so I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And x is less than or equal to 15. And that's what we're working with today, okay? All this stuff. Same thing on the next one. So negative 1/2 p plus 4 over 5 is greater than or equal to 1/10. Now, when I'm working with this many different types of fractions, I like to turn them all into the same denominator. So I'm going to do this one, multiply this by 2. When I do that, I get 8 over 10. And I'll multiply this one by 5, and I get negative 5 over 10. Now I have all the same denominators, and this is going to be way easier to work with. Okay, so you start off by subtracting 8 over 10, because we got to get rid of all of our subtraction and addition first. And you have negative 5 over 10p is greater than or equal to negative 7 over 10. Now, to get rid of a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal, so negative 10 over 5 on both sides. If you notice, what we did now is multiply both sides by a negative, so we have to flip our sign. Then we can do some simplifying right there, and we get 7 over 5 is my answer. So it's pretty self-explanatory. We're still just doing the same steps every time. Okay, so if we look at the next one, which will be the last one, negative 0.98, we got to get rid of all of our subtraction and addition first. So I got to get rid of minus 0.98. So now we have 0.35v, and we have a greater than sign, and we're going to take negative 0.63, and we're going to subtract 0.98. And that gives us negative 1.61. And we're going to divide both sides because we got to get rid of our multiplication. So divide both sides by that. And you have v is greater than negative 4.6. And then you're done. So the biggest thing that you guys need to know when you're doing multi-steps equations is 1, you got to get rid of your adding and subtracting. 2, then you can get rid of your multiplication and your division. So hopefully that's making sense. Hopefully we're understanding. Thanks for watching, guys.